I would make an excellent Prime Minister, and in time, a good and a just Emperor. We've got to make Australia great, put Australia first.
There's no one quite like Australian billionaire magnate Clive Palmer.
Across the face, I'm dropping sweet rhymes, I spray verbal mace. I smash up.
That's it, baby,
That's the man that should be running the country. He can twerk.
I've been working for 2.5 hours trying to download Shrek 3. The NBN's a joke, Turnbull's a joke.
Self-made and essentially retired at age 29 after real estate success, he has never hid his ambitions from the public eye.
But you're a crony, aren't you?
Certainly not. I mean, what is a crony? Are you a crony?
Well,
this is a lot of allegations that the Liberal Party throws about because they're desperate.
He gained control of a giant chunk of the Australian mining business, with everything from coal to nickel. He has owned a sports team.
Mr. Palmer.
He spared no expense on his own dinosaur park.
Models of prehistoric creatures will inhabit Palmer's Coolum Resort.
And before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
He attempted to resurrect the Titanic with Titanic 2.
We'll be going back in time to 1912, when men and women looked at each other differently.
I was dreaming last night, coming to Sydney, launching the Titanic, and I thought I was out there at sea, and I woke up and I realised I was in my bed.
We've been talking about this since you've had brown hair. Why should we believe you now?
Because I've got more money now.
He tried to find a cure for COVID-19.
But it's a preventive measure. It won't be available till middle next year.
He funded his own ad campaigns.
If you want the doll for life, free marijuana, vote Greens.
And perhaps most notably, he made his own political party with the Palmer United Party, which later became the United Party Australia.
Labor and Liberal don't want results for our country. They prosper by chaos. Unite Australia with the United Australia Party, a plan for prosperity. Vote 1, United Australia Party.
But in 2025, Mr. Palmer has decided to invoke someone else, albeit not far from his wheelhouse.
The golden age of America begins right now.
You are fake news.
We've got to stop about the fake news.
In February 2025, Mr. Palmer officially announced he will be replacing his defunct United Australia Party by launching his new political party, Trumpet of Patriots.
I was saved by God to make America great again.
Trumpet of Patriots will put Australians first and make Australia great again.
Based on the success of Donald Trump's political resurgence, the party will be fueled on Trump-inspired policies and aims to sway voters away from the major parties. This would mean rallying for policies like a reduction in immigration, banning trans athletes, and rescinding Kevin Rudd's posting as Australia's ambassador to the US.
Two Australian governments have prevented
We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people.
Too much immigration destroys our infrastructure, roads, schools and hospitals, and creates congestion and the destruction of communities. Australia should be for all Australians living here.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Our policy is to recognise that there are two genders, a male and a female.
The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before.
You know, it's time to bring Kevin Rudd back from Washington. There's not too many ambassadors in Washington that have insulted the President of the United States. Kevin Rudd ranks alone in that.
Trumpet of Patriots aims to run candidates across all 150 electorates and Senate seats, and it will be under the leadership of New South Wales Hunter candidate Sue Ellen Wrightson.
We will change the state of our economy and we will bring back prosperity for all Australians.
Mr. Palmer said the party's centrepiece policy would be to cut government waste, citing the Elon Musk-fronted Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, in the US.
Well, our biggest policy is to cut government waste, much as Elon Musk is doing in the United States.
Mr. Palmer also vowed to spend whatever is required to boost the party's election chances.
I'm more than happy to spend my funds on something productive, defending the right of free speech, and whatever's required to be spent, it'll be spent.
Mr. Palmer's political career already divided opinion on its effectiveness, with one critic being Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who took a jab at Mr. Palmer's new party while acknowledging people were entitled to run.
A bloke who spends over $100 million to deliver one Senate seat with a bloke who sits in the corner and just engages in conspiracy theories, I don't think represents value for money. Well, people are entitled to run, but it's a distortion of democracy when you have an individual spending $100 million on a campaign right around the country. Not sure what the objective of them is, but people are entitled to put themselves forward in an election. But if you're a serious political party, then you have to have serious policies.
However, with Mr. Albanese tipped by many to be a one-term wonder, and Donald Trump's political power being stronger than ever, Clive Palmer's goal of rising to the height of economic and political power could soon become a reality.
The policies of Donald Trump, which has shown to be effective in bringing management back on track. Peter Dutton has stated he's no Donald Trump, and we agree with him. Albanese's presided over a declining standard of living for our country in each and every year he served as Prime Minister. Australia needs Trump policies. Australians want them.
That's the man that should be running the country. He can twerk.